Yes, top of the evening. This is the Source Experience, the news. Rashad News, man. This is we gotta. I see my what's the name did not come on again. Um, for whatever reason, let's do the intro. My intro did not come on. Daniel Berry, what's going on, man? Shout out to you, man. First one in the building. Appreciate you. But yeah, I just want to come on tonight real quick. You know, thank God for real boxing fans, man, because when you come on YouTube boxing, man, it is so much trash. Like at the end of the day, to each his own. A lot of you guys think that you are valid because of the things that you do as content creators, but truthfully, coming from a stance of being around real fans for years now, uh, 16 fights, literally 16 fights, even though the record shows 15. We had a fight date and a fight. We had a card that we didn't get a chance to fight on, but we was at the fight. So that's why I always say you always hear me say 16. I know some of y'all might be like, man, Jihad only fought 15 times, but no, it's been 16. One fight, he missed weight and we didn't get to fight that night, but I was still actively a part of that fight week. And thank God for those because when you come on YouTube every day and you just see the trash, and the YouTube respectfully is just one big garbage dump right now. It's so much trash out here. Tomorrow I'm gonna do a reaction video. I watched two of the more successful YouTube crash dummies. That's what they are. Crash dummies, content crash dummies, guys that I have witnessed be praised, right? These guys were praised by other YouTubers and quote unquote boxing fans for being absolutely nobody's in boxing. Real talk, nobody's, right? Today debate. They continue to debate. It was a bunch of trash. Like they are sitting here and I'm watching this shit, right? Because like I said, I have a research team now. So shout out to my team. Immediately, I was sent the link. I was like, "What is this, man? Come on, man!" And I watched it. I'm listening, and I'm like, "Okay, this can't be serious." I'm like, "This can't be serious." I was in the chat. I'm like, "Yo, they are serious." First off, you are debating over nonsense, and the fact that people are like, this is what you guys, the two content creators that you consider to be valid insiders, and you're listening to these guys debate over. I don't think neither one of these guys is a team member, right? But they claim to know the teams. So why are you even debating this? Why don't you hit somebody up that's on the team and get some respect to King Erna, understanding? But you guys are online for hours debating and arguing points that are absolutely gibberish. But this is YouTube boxing in a nutshell. Thank God that I have a lot of content. And just like I said, I just came off covering a wonderful fight card. And I was around, like I said, the Boxing Hall of Fame. And I got to interact with Kelly Pavlik. Like I just dropped the snippet. I'm not gonna drop the whole interview. Maybe sometime this week. because I still got a man. I got so much content, and I think like I said, I'm just gonna be stretching it out, piece by piece. I just got some content right now. We was in the gym. We just left the gym. Coach Reen is a dedicated gym rat right now. You know, and it's cool because she goes to her after school program and does her homework. So it's like, all right, you want to go to the gym? I'm not a dad that's not going to bring her. Whenever she wants to go, I'm going to bring her. Even though sometimes I want to do Instacart and make some quick money, I put that on pause. Like tonight, the Instacart was rocking. I was thinking about running around doing it, but I know that the kids they love it when I'm in the gym. Even though I didn't record them tonight, I was just too tired. I was like, nah. I played around with them a little bit. I was hitting the bags and I hit the weights. One of the guys, he said he's gonna spar. He didn't think I could hit the iron. I said, come on, man, that's light. Brother, I do pull-ups. You see me doing these pull-ups and dips in here. You don't think I could throw up 125? I could rest that on my chest. I could do those type of I can hit that like that. I can hit 225. We could throw double those plates on here. I'll hit that. I probably could hit 315 right now. I don't think I can hit 430, but if I had to, I probably could hit four plates, respectfully. Because shout out to my guy, Mike James. Mike James was my guy. We used to train back in the day, right? This brother, I worked with him at the nursing home. He was my guy, man. Good, solid brother. Hopefully he's good. Him and his brother, official dudes. We used to work at the nursing home together, dietary aides. Yo, this guy put me on to Ronnie Coleman. He was a slender dude, but he was like ripped, big diesel type of guy. Probably weighed about a buck 60, 165, big arms. He was a weightlifting guy, right? And I never used to like to lift weights. And I used to work out with him. We used to go to Planet Fitness. I was, me, I've been a calisthenics guy, but he started me on the weights. We was fucking with the weights. Um, and I never used to want to do four plates. That's 430 for those of y'all that don't know. And I started, hitting 225, all that easy. Cause when you do calisthenics be having you crazy strong. This dude, like I said, 160, 165, he was throwing a 430. He was a Ronnie Coleman guy. He loved Ronnie Coleman. He used to be like, wait, baby. And he put me on a Ronnie Coleman. I used to watch Ronnie Coleman and my man Kai Green and all those guys. And he was like, yo, you can hit 430. And I was like, I don't know, bro. I was like, that's a lot of weight. I was saying 315. I was like, I never really tried four plates. And this thing that he put me on to, right? And I use that philosophy and I share that philosophy with guys, right? With the pull-ups. The same philosophy that he gave me with the weights. He said if something 430, 400 pounds, um, like 430, because that's what it was, 430. He said if you had something 430 fall on you and you had to get it up off of you, I guarantee you could do it, right? And I was like, I never thought about it like that. And he was like, that's how you got to think about it when you get underneath the bench. And it's a weight that you never lifted up. You got to look at it like that. If I got to get this up off of me, can I get it up off of me? And sure enough, man, I was hitting 430 fucking with dude, man. So shout out to my boy Mike James, man. But I haven't lifted 430 in a while. But I thought about that tonight when the young boy challenged me thing. I was like, yeah, this is light, man. I said, I'll sit this on my chest and pump it, man. I'll do the what's my man's name? The big diesel dude, uh CT Fletcher and all of them and his son. Sounds like I'll do it like them. I did it tonight like them. I should have recorded it, but I didn't want to bring the phone out and be recording, man. I just came off of a heavy recording week, man. But yeah, man, YouTube boxing is at the lowest it's been. I swear, man. Like I was observing. It takes a lot. Like this one particular, like I said, I was over there. But you know what these guys now, I'm gonna tell you, when it comes to this shit now, a lot of these guys are what I always told you they were. They are fake individuals, right? And I think this past fight week really crushed a lot of these fake individuals. These guys that sit around and they do live streams after live streams on boxing. One of my guys from Texas, I had to just shut him down today, man. I was like, bro, you secretly been weird for a minute, right? Maybe it's because everything that I said was going to happen happened. And every step that it happened, it made you just get weirder and weirder, right? I told you that EJ was going to fall off and crash out, and he did. I told you that he wasn't as good as you believed he was, and what happened? He got exposed, right? And then I told you what was going to happen for me and my family and my situation, and it unfolded in front of you. But I think this past weekend was icing on the cake because a lot of times, even though a lot of you guys witnessed it from 4 years ago, right? Because four years ago, when he turned pro at 17, I was there. I was in the bubble. I was in Vegas. I was in all these places. And you guys still were, you see me driving. And shout out to Uncle Jay, man. Uncle Jay was turned it up on you. He was in his hood. He took it to the fifth ward today. I was watching his live a little bit. But you see me with him in the front seat, riding down Las Vegas Boulevard years ago, man. And yet I was still coming on the YouTube scene, and motherfuckers be acting like if I come on here and I say something about something that I might have heard, that I'm not valid. And then I'm looking around like this is boxing. YouTube is trash. You niggas watch niggas that say I got a source here, a source there, and you like, dog, you got all these sources, but why aren't you level changing in boxing? Why haven't you made the change? Right? Well, you know what it is. It's the YouTube boxing, like I said, is the fucking cesspool, man. It's the cesspool. It's a bunch of emotionless fans with emotionless conversations about boxing every single day. But like I said, I love when these fight weeks come around because a lot of these cesspool type of individuals, they get low. And I witnessed it this past fight week. And the best part of it was going to the Hall of Fame and being around real boxing fans and supporters. That's why I came out this week firing on all you fake YouTubers, man. You fake Twitter X fans. Like you niggas polluted the game to the point where the internet boxing talk scene holds no real value anymore. It holds no real weight. Your favorite content creators that do views and are supposed to be getting all this money have no real presence in boxing. No real presence. I just came off a fight week. I watched it. I watched guys say how they do not want to support Jihad Tucker because of me. But I just watched, and I'm gonna be dropping a lot of content throughout the week. I just watched not only the media rush him and do a media scrum interview with him, and I put a little bit of that out, but I watched the fans once again in upstate New York, Verona, Oneonta area, mob him after his fight. Mob him. I put some of that out when he came through the tunnel because look, I told you the transition is here. I was already at the end of the tunnel. when they was walking back up. You see me ask coach, I said, yo, what's it looking like, coach? And and the reason why they had to do that, right? Because I'm gonna share this with you. Because these guys are inside nobodies, right? When Jahad was coming back after the fight, he greeted his moms, my daughter, his sister, the family. Then the fans, they was mobbing him. He was getting with the fans on one side, going to the other side. The security ushers, however you want to slice him and dice him, they rushed him off because one thing about these productions, see, you guys don't know this because you don't go to fights, you don't know nothing, you're not in the game. They had to rush him off because it's time consuming. The next fight has to go out. The next fight has to go out. This shit is on ESPN Plus. So, that's how it goes, man. But if you've never been to a fight, because that's why if you look at the short that I dropped, they rushed them off. The usher rushed them off. And I felt bad for those fans. But then Jahai was out there in his drawers, right? He was Black Tarzan. He didn't even change. He went out there with no shirt on. His dad was talking about that. I was laughing. I had everybody laughing in the back. I said, yo, man, he's a rock star, man. But I don't call them rock star. I call them the drill guys. He's a young, they're into the drill music. So I said he's a young rock star drill rapper. He was out there in his drawers, right? He was in a t-shirt, no t-shirt in his shorts. I was calling it his drawers. I said, yeah, this nigga's out there in his drawers, man. Shout out to Coach Ring. Coach Ring got the picture with him and Ali, Felice, and all of that. But that's what he did. He went out there, he got it in with his fans, his supporters. I know they enjoyed that. And I was in the back kicking it, man. Cause did you see my credential? Well, I don't even want to call it credentials because I wasn't, even though it said I was the PR, I was the media marketing agent, man. We have a team now. I took my photos at the weigh-in and a little bit of photography work for the fight, but I wasn't. I told y'all, man. Didn't I tell y'all, for those of y'all that rock with the channel and was listening to me, I told y'all Thursday night, I was like, y'all got a major surprise for y'all. Y'all gonna see me moving very different. Friday, I did my thing at the weigh-in a little bit because I just, shout out to WCS. He planted that seed in me. I like shooting weigh-ins and shit, but I didn't, I just to see how better I get. So I shot the weigh-in a little bit, right? But I wasn't really there to shoot. I was there to manage. I'm a manager, god damn it. You guys overlooked that, man. Overlook those views. And did if you really want to check the work, and I'm gonna post more of it. Coach Reen killed it though. But if you watch the channel, Coach Reen was running the YouTube channel, man. 8 years old. Had Stitch Duran, Abraham Nova, Jihad, all the guys, man. 8 years old, running laps around you guys. I talked about this. I said, yo, you guys are hating on me. You're gonna be hating on my daughters. One already got Madison Square Garden. Timothy Bradley, a Hall of Famer. Calvin Davis, he's fighting Friday night. My oldest daughter has all of that in her catalog already. Not a StreamYard interview, real life interviews, real life interaction. Some of you niggas sit around for 5 hours interacting like crash dummies on a computer. You niggas is pen pals, man. Hey, when are you gonna stop sitting around and get in motion? It's too late though, man. Go, it's too late, man. You like the highest of high guys are crashing out. What do you think about you bottom feeders? You crash. Well, you guys, it's over for y'all, man. It's really over for you. The big guys, the guys who you thought was successful, who were it, are crashing out at the top. So what do you think you bottom feeders are doing right now? You guys don't even matter. Let that soak in, right? Y'all don't even matter. But yes, it was good to see my daughter get busy. All right, she got busy on Friday. And this I'm gonna tell you the funny part, right? For those of y'all that know about working fights, right? So Dwayne was over. We went to the Boxing Hall of Fame. I'm gonna be dropping a lot of that content all week. Or I'm doing all shorts, man. I'm not, respectfully. I'm not. Listen, I could put out some fire videos, right? But I say to myself, like, YouTube boxing is trash, and it's showing right now. If you look at YouTube boxing, it turned into Love and Hip Hop, Atlanta, Miami, New York. That's YouTube boxing right now. The trending things on YouTube boxing right now is Blue Blood and Fanon, Blue Blood, the singing OG, Blue Blood debating KO boxing about non-relevant, non-pertinent boxing shit. That's loving hip hop Atlanta, loving hip hop New York, loving hip hop Miami. This is YouTube boxing. It's not about YouTube boxing, the big fight coming up Friday and Saturday night. Nobody's talking about that. Nobody's talking about if Keyshawn Davis is successful against an opponent who gave Richard Henderson all he could take at 140. Will Keyshawn be in line for a WBO title shot? And nobody's really talking about that. They're talking about stuff that doesn't matter, right? They want to talk about, listen, if the only people that aren't talking about active fights and active dates are the people that secretly wanted a job with the PBC. The PBC is struggling, man. They are making up so many different narratives and stories, right? Al Heyman was sick. Al Heyman was under the weather. The real thing was Al Heyman, and people don't like to listen to Rick Glacier, but Rick Glacier, even Fred Barbershop Conversation, these guys were telling you from for a minute. I even was on that accord, but then I just fell back because it's like, why would you keep speaking on something when you got a situation that you are working on, right? But the PBC, number one, Al Heyman had $1 billion, $1 billion trust fund that he fucked up, that he ran through. And if you remember and you really follow the sport and you're a journalist, or you call yourself a journalist, the writing been on the wall, right? Remember when the PBC, because I covered the PBC, man, for years. I was so pro PBC that I was anti Top Rank, all these other establishments, because they sold me on the PBC is the black company that's ran by the black man. And the more I covered them, the more I seen how fake they was. And it started really playing out. Like, remember, they had how many networks in the beginning? How many networks did the PBC have in the beginning? They had them all. Spike TV, CBS. Yeah, they was on everything. But pay attention. Year after year, it was like, damn, they don't have Spike no more. They started losing all the networks. Pretty soon, remember, it was they had Fox, they had Showtime. Fox left them, right? It was like, damn, they don't got Fox no more. Now, any real solid individual, especially a lot of you spoke called educated business types, right? You got a individual that, like, to be honest, I'm like my grandfather. I did go to college a little bit. I took criminal justice, liberal arts, and shit like that, right? But I'm not a scholar. I wouldn't classify myself as a scholar. A lot of you guys classify yourself as scholars. You're educated. You're English majors. You're business majors. But you missed all of that as business majors, as scholars. Like, damn, this company is constantly losing networks. Fox left them. Showtime left them. So now when they got this new deal, and you content creators were like, oh, you're gonna be sick. Yeah, no. You niggas don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Y'all gonna be sick. And look what's taking place, man. They have 4 or 5 fights this year. But the report's been out, man. Like I said, you guys don't like to, what it is. You guys, a lot of you guys are program crash dummies, right? Oh, the PBC is coming back. Listen, and go check out some of WCS's content, right? He probably heard these things and knows these things because he's connected, right? But you guys don't like to listen to people that's really connected. I noticed that. You want to listen to people that just sit around with no motion, right? And argue, debate. You That's the type of that is a very has an audience of ears, right? But if you think about this, right? When this bin came out, Amazon Prime didn't even want to fuck with PBC if Al Heyman was running the show. They were saying this was out there, right? Because remember the fake YouTube boxing programmers, the PBC guys, when Showtime left and they didn't have nothing on the table. Remember, it was Netflix, it was all of these shits that was a lot. Nobody wanted to do business with this guy. And I was sitting back. I'll report on it a little bit, but I rejoiced because I said, damn, you see how God worked this shit out? These dirty motherfuckers that lie on people, do all this foul shit. Look how we came back on them. They went from being the creme de la creme to now they can't even secure a fucking deal. They can't even secure a fucking deal right now. They are in the mix of all these fake narratives that they was pushing about these big shows and making all this money. Nobody wants to come to the table with them. They can't even get a network deal. But you having content creators. Oh, it's over. Y'all gonna be sick. Y'all are gonna be sick. The PBC is gonna drop. Listen, the PBC got with Amazon Prime. Yeah, they had no schedule, right? Yeah, when they dropped the schedule, you diehard dickheads, respectfully trash dummies, you trash garbage eaters, you Oscar the Grouches, right? They said their first fight was March 30th. I was killing them then. I said, God damn, you mean to tell me they gonna 2, 3 months, basically 4 months of going black. They listen, the year starts in January. They didn't have a fight card until March. But you still had the trash compactors, the roaches, the weasels, the rats. They didn't want to, report the boxing. Like, yo, they wanted to. Oh, they're gonna finish strong. They're still, yo, no schedule. Meanwhile, Matchroom, ESPN, Top Rank, Golden Boy, these guys dropped the schedule. First quarter schedule, second quarter schedule. The PBC gave us March 30th. Keith Thurman got hurt. Fondora stepped in. Then we had Canelo Alvarez in May, followed up by Tank Davis in June. So in 6 months, they basically gave us 3 shows, but everybody was still talking about Al Heyman is. No, Al Heyman was not sick. They didn't want nothing to do with old Al. Al Heyman, the successful entrepreneur or, music mogul, squandered $1 billion. He squandered $1 billion. And not to mention how many networks? At least seven networks, I believe it was, right? Maybe a little bit more. I gotta look it up. But yet you still had the YouTube boxing crash dummy community, the guys that were part of the reason why the PBC fell off too, because these are the content creators that they were recruiting. Because I remember I was a PBC guy, right? Covering them, right? But they were so into the views and content creators that had audiences, which they did not have, because look where the PBC's at right now. And these were the guys that they were fucking with. Meanwhile, these guys couldn't sell 10 tickets. These so-called big channels, right? They can't sell 10 tickets. And I just laugh about it now. because this is the same guy that he would love to say, buy it. I remember me and my man. Your man and your man's right, and your man's. I challenge you guys to buy these pay-per-views, right? How'd that work out for you, buddy? Are you still buying pay-per-views? Are you still cash apping people for the pay-per-views? You know, are you still doing that? Did you cash app any pay-per-views this year? Let me know how my service is sounding. I'm walking through. How you doing, Brownie? Are you all right? Yeah, let me tell you about my guy, Brownie, right? Brownie now, see how quiet he is? He's in his cage, man. He goes in his cage automatically now. I don't know, I came back from the mountains, and you know what it is? I think I washed the cage out for him yesterday. I think he really likes it now because my wife and my oldest daughter, he was, when I came home, man, I'll share this shit, man. This guy was laying in all this piss, man. Yo, the cage was filthy. I was disgusted. I was so mad. I was so mad. But I hosed it down. I had to really bathe him because I don't know how long he was laying in piss, right? His own piss. So I guess he realizes now, right? That, that's his home, his little habitat, right? Because last night he did not piss or shit in there. He was like, I guess he was like, I don't know, are they gonna be leaving again? He was like, you see how quiet he is, right? Normally he was loud or making noise. He's just chilling. He's in his zone. But yeah, man, I came home. I was like, what the fuck is going on? I felt bad for my guy, man. I was like, yo, I got you, George. I got you. So I had to take care of him yesterday, you know. And then I crashed. I ain't gonna hold you. It caught up to me. The wonderful weekend that I had, finally caught up to me, and I hit the reset button, man. I powered up. I put out a little bit of content, but I powered up. And today, like I said, I'm rejuvenated. I made a nice home cooked meal tonight. Like nice little roast, right? Because that's one thing about when you're on that road, you're out there. Like we ate good. I ate good up there, but I didn't have a home cooked meal. I wanted the home cooked meal yesterday, but I was just too tired. We got Wingstop, and I said today I made it my business. I said I'm cooking today, man. So I cooked, right? We was chilling. We just got back from the gym. I was down there at the gym with the guys, the youngins, mm, kicking it with them. Yeah, I do my thing, man. Yo, this roast, mm, is on point. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The key to making a good roast, right? Nice and slow, right? Nice and slow. Mm. You cook that bad boy nice and slow like that. That meat is so moist, juicy. Oh man, that's it right there. I ain't gonna mess with too much of it though. I just took a little bite. Just a little bite, man. Not too much, man. Not too much, man. I don't like to do the heavy red meat at night, man. That's why I didn't have no steak, man. But damn, that steak looked good up there, turning stones after the fight. Right, I had some fried shrimp, but that steak, they made that steak good for my brother Music. Music had a nice steak. Oh man, it was nice, man. I had me and Ring had some chicken tenders. Well, she had chicken tenders. I got down on some of her chicken tenders. Shit, man. But that I needed that, man. Cause dealing with this YouTube boxing, this trash, these trash ass content creators with no motion, it's disgusting, man. Yo, I hate to say this shit, man. Cause I was on the fence, right? But now I see why a lot of the actual players don't like fucking with YouTube, man. I see that shit now, man. I'm like, damn. I see that shit. That YouTube is like YouTube, X, Facebook, Instagram. Yo, it's a bad vibe, man. It's a bad vibe, man. And you know the sad thing is, it's a lot of you old motherfuckers, man. You motherfuckers that got kids and y'all should be doing a lot better. Like you niggas carrying like straight basura. Like y'all niggas is like y'all are too old, man. Some of you niggas got old kids. Like y'all got old kids in their late teens and 20s, and y'all be moving like this, man. Some of y'all don't even have kids. It's over for y'all, man. Y'all look like y'all in your 40s with no kids. Like it's just over for you, man. You guys and girls that's like that. It's like, damn, the men. And I say this respectfully, maybe your shit don't work, man. If you that old, you might, it's not too late for you as a man. Maybe you might want to hit me up behind the scenes, man, and get some of the CMOS. Because the CMOS might get you right, man. And I keep that discreet. I'm a doctor. I'm a doctor of CMOS. So if you get some CMOS from me, but some of y'all probably out here trying to pop Viagra's, for those of y'all that's claiming to be active and all that, and y'all and it ain't working for y'all, man. But get with the CMOS. The CMOS will get you right, man. The CMOS will get you right, man. That is the Viagra, the C, and it has what you need in it. Because I'm gonna tell you something. For those of y'all that don't know this, right? And I know a lot of y'all don't know this because y'all really not busting no nuts. It's obvious, right? But when you really busting nuts, you got to put that back in you. And I'm not talking about, respectfully. A lot of you guys are probably rubbing them out, right? I'm talking about, getting down on something, man. Chest to chest, beating something in, man. When you make that deposit, right? You are taking life up out of you. So you have to put that back in you. A lot of you guys probably don't have that. That's why, you guys come on the YouTube scene, right? If you notice, a lot of these content creators, man, yeah, they do these long. Pay attention to that shit, man. These niggas be doing like, and some of these dudes do these long, late night, 3 hour, 4 hour, what's the name, right? Uh, Live streams, right? Real late, like, damn, brother, you ain't jumping on nothing. Hmm? You ain't got nothing to tackle. Are you married? You have a significant other? Or you just don't be having sex no more, huh? Ah man, you just gave up on that, huh? I feel you. You making love to your live stream, huh? You want to making love to your live stream, you know? I get it. I can dig it, you know? I can dig it. That's why you're so passionate about your boxing content. That's how you get off. You do have options, man. It's just comedy, man. It's just comedy. But yeah, some of y'all been crashing out, man. Like I said, me and Coach Ring, right? I watched this shit yesterday. Motherfuckers was on live for the amount of time that it took us to get down the mountain, right? We made good time yesterday, right, Ring? Ring, did we make good time yesterday? Yeah, Ring, get off of that phone, man. I'm talking to you. Did we make good time yesterday? Okay. How many hours did it take us to get home? That's right. 4 hours. So if you did a live stream for longer than 4 hours, you're a crash dummy. You could that we got home in 4 hours. So if you was on live and you yes, but if you was on live for longer than 4 hours yesterday, you're basically motionless, right? You could have drove back from Verona, New York to Long Island. That's what we did. I got home in 4 hours. I was moving. I was getting down that mountain quick. And then you add the fact that the time went back an hour. So I got a little bit of extra sleep. I was moving, man. But 4 hours, man. So if you did at least four hours of live streaming yesterday, that's the amount of time that it took us to travel home. Now going up there took a lot longer because remember I left after Thursday. I was like, you know what? I planned on this was my plan initially. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna leave out early on Friday morning, right? I was like, I'm just gonna miss the weigh-in. I was like, I'm gonna miss the weigh-in, right? But I was like, fuck it. I was like, I drove to Canada overnight. I was like, it's nothing to drive to Verona, New York. I was like, the Canada shit was crazy. I was like, I got it in me. I did it right Thursday night, but I was fucking shot. Yo, listen, we made it, man. I was praying on that road, man. Them roads up there be dark, right? And then when you have a passenger like a Coach Reed that is a sleeper, right? It's basically like driving by yourself, right? Ring be sleep, man. Ring goes to sleep on me, man. So I'm driving up there, and it was Halloween night. I swear, I thought I seen the headless horseman. Cause I think it took me through Sleepy Hollow, right? If you know about upstate New York, that's where the Sleepy Hollow shit is at, right? We went up there. I could have sworn I seen the headless horseman. That's when I knew I was tired. I was like, yo, I gotta get here to the hotel, man. I was like, I need to make it to the hotel. I got to the hotel, I crashed out. I gave y'all that live Friday morning. I gave y'all the warm up live, and then it was on. I really wanted to do more Room Raider lives, but unfortunately, I'm not a Room Raider type of content creator, man. Y'all gonna see that. I got the content. Turn that down, man. Turn that down. Turn that down, man. You're doing the most, man. See, everybody got devices. Why don't you go upstairs with your sister? Go upstairs with your sister. Even Daffy's down here. Daff, you don't want to go upstairs, Daff? Everybody wants to chill in the den now. Yo, Daff, you don't want to go upstairs? Why don't you go upstairs, Daff? Pretty soon, Brownie's gonna outgrow that cage, man. The only reason I keep him in there is because like Brownie's a male. Like he does like some dumb shit still, man. He likes to mark shit up in the crib. Like, bro, like what are you doing, man? Like, you gotta learn from do you see Daffy doing that shit? Like why do you do that shit? Like I be wanting to let him rock. You know what I'm saying? Like he could chill in here. When I go live in the den, he be alright. But it's just like overnight, he does dumb shit sometimes, man. He does dumb shit, man. I just can't deal with that right now, man. But eventually, like I said, he's gonna be too big. He's growing already. I see when we came back, he had a little growth spurt, and pretty soon he's not gonna. I'm gonna have to buy a different cage because that cage he's gonna outgrow that cage. He's gonna be almost like Daffy size, and then it's like, dog, you gotta. But hopefully, when he becomes Daffy size, he'll be more house trained. He's house trained now, but it's like we can leave him out. He won't be trying to get into shit and just doing fuck shit. Like he's the type right now. Literally, if we let him out the cage, right, and when we leave or we go somewhere, we'll come back. This dude he'll tear something up. Daffy had that stage in her too, but she grew out of that. She's good now. Him, nah. Like if you leave him out and you come back, he done ate up something, sneakers, it's just anything. He's still got that puppy, that dumb shit in him. Daffy used to do the same shit too. She used to, man. I remember so many of my sneakers, my kicks. She just ate all the shoelaces up. But she outgrew that shit. But that's the shit she used to do. Like if I left any of my sneakers out, I didn't put them up or put them in the closet. If she got to them, wow, I would come home. I had to get new laces. That was her thing. This guy, Brownie Brown. He's a doofball right now, but he's a puppy, so it's expected. Zeus was alright, man. That's why I miss that guy, man. Zeus was like straight cool, man. You know, Zeus had his unfortunate demise, man. Hit and run. I got 15 more minutes, y'all. There's a couple y'all in here. Y'all want me to touch on something, man? Any insider info y'all want to know? About any future fights that I'm hearing of? Especially on the top rank side. I don't know about the PBC, man. Maybe you can ask some of those PBC insider guys. I don't. Hopefully these guys get some dates, man. It's looking crazy over there, man. It's just looking crazy right now, man. They did, but they have 5 shows this year, man. Right? Are they gonna put on another show for the end before the end of the year? Like, what's up, man? Because to be honest, and nobody wanted to give me my credit. I was think I was the first one that put this out there about their production. Shout out to Tom Ring. I just came from a production, and you seen some of the content that I dropped, right? Right? The PBC's show in Orlando. Yo, the production on that shit was, oh my, they would have been better off using some of these good YouTubers, man. Some of these YouTubers that are nice with that shit, they should have really got them on board, man. I think they could have did a better job with the production aspect, man. Because that Amazon Prime card that was about, well, I think it was No Limit, right? Tim Zeus people and the PBC combined on that. That shit was trash, man. It was just like, damn, are you sabotaging these guys or what, man? That shit made. Remember that BLK Prime did one good show, right? Yeah, they crashed out quick too, right? But I ain't gonna hold you. I knew BLK Prime was gonna crash out. You know when I knew they was gonna crash out? When Blue Blood was on YouTube fronting like he was more than what he was with them. Yeah, you notice how, right? And BLK Prime is still around. Why isn't Blue bigging him up anymore? Why is he's not a silent partner no more? Yo, when that shit first popped off, look, he crashed out quick, man. He was on here, yo, we trying to save boxing, we're gonna save boxing. They was gonna sign fighters. Yo, that shit real listen, that's how you know YouTubers, content creators is trash, man. Because if you was a valid and official, you knew off the rip that BOK Prime shit was headed for disaster. When they did the Adrian Broner, right? And shout out to AB, right? Yeah, when they did the AB announcement, right? And it looked like they had AB in an abandoned trap house basement, right? And Blue was there covered, right? That's how listen. In a second, that's how I was gonna look for a lot of y'all. Y'all gonna be having fight cards like that, man. Mark my word. Fucking with a lot of these YouTube niggas, right? But they was in whatever trap house basement, and Adrian Broner announced that he was signing with BLK Prime. Yo, that shit was so not even low budget. That shit was just YouTube ghetto, janky promotions. I was like, yo, it's over for BLK Prime, bro. It's over. Like the Bud Crawford shit was official, right? But I think they shot their load, right? Bud Canelo Alvarez them, right? Bud took their whole budget, and then it was just over. They got AB, right? Yeah, right. Yeah, they got AB. Then he was gonna fight. Yeah, he was gonna fight. I think Michael Williams Jr. And something happened. His jaw or some shit got broke. I remember that. And then they brought in Hank Lundy, and they was trying to sell the shit. They kept like trying to push the shit on Blue's channel. I was like, yo, it's over. Because see, Blue was online fronting like he was more than what he was with them. And it was like, meanwhile, you're just a YouTube. They're trying to use your YouTube audience and it was just bad. It was a disaster, man. Yeah, it was a disaster from the jump, man. But there's still BOK Problem is still around. But it's funny how y'all just let Blue just he's no longer the silent partner. He's no longer down with them. He was trying to make fights with them. He remember you guys ran with that shit and got mad at me for starting 7-Eleven promotions. But remember, Blue um made the fight in Newark at the 7-Eleven with Terrence Crawford after he seen, and I told WCS not to post the picture. WCS posted a picture with Terrence Crawford at the weigh-ins that day. And like I said, a lot of these YouTube content creators, they secretly be in competition. It is what it is. They don't admit it. But that's why from the highest to the lowest, it's a crash out now. Because the highest guys that you guys was deeming to be the illest, they was in competition with the guys that they try to tell you don't do views and ain't popping. These are the guys that they was trying to outshadow, right? So when a smaller channel that they deem not to be doing shit, because that's when he tried to play me and my man, right? Listen, Blue, this is nothing personal, but I'm gonna always front on you, my guy, because you tried to front on me and my man and call us the Rafter Boys. Rafters to the floor now. I'm walking out with the fighters, man. I'm walking out with the fighters now, my guy. So I'm still waiting for you to catch up. You're the BLK Prime exec. The closest I seen you do some shit like that was when you did the Bud Crawford shit, and they had you as and you was Howard Letterman. Rest in peace to Howard Letterman. You was the unofficial score judge, right? That's the close. I'll give you your flowers for that. That's the illest fly shit I seen you do. Other than that, like your shit, respectfully, is Russell Red Jelly Roll Entertainment status, man. You are janky promotions. Toby, what's going on, good brother? What's going on? I'm not touching none of that, Toby. He said, "Yeah, they want to buy the PB. I seen all those. Listen, I'm not touching none of that shit, man. So I just came from covering the Top Rank event, man. If I would have bought something like that up, man, they might they might have took my shit and say, yo, are you smoking dope, right? Are you smoking dope, right? They, that they would have been like, yo, are you smoking dope? That's why I don't even listen. I was around people. I don't even bring up YouTube shit to them anymore, man. If I know some shit that's coming off the YouTube wave, I don't even bring that shit up. Cause that shit makes them look at you like you're dumb. That shit makes them look at you like you're dumb, right? But that's what a lot of YouTubers are. They're dumb. They're dumb, man. Listen, this was my 15th fight. Really 16th. But I've been on YouTube the whole time, but I still had content creators with no motion try to downplay me. And you know how many different cities I've been to just the last 2 years alone, right? But yet, content creators will tell me or try to content creators with no real sources, no sources, really no sources, right? Will tell me if I come on here and I try to give them a gem. If I try to give them a hit, especially when I know all they do is just sit around and they're not really that active, I'll be like, yo, bro, you might want to put this out. You might want to put this out. But these dudes are sitting around and want to call another motherfucker that's sitting around scratching their ass all day. It's like, dog, I'm not giving you information from somebody that's not valid. I'm giving you information from a manager, a player in the game, man. A player in the game, man. Like, see, these dudes come online. They don't want to give me my flowers, right? I told everybody that Edgar Berlanga was getting the Canelo Alvarez fight. When everybody was saying that, listen, I knew already. That shit was locked. He had it. He knew he had it. His team knew he had it. His father, they had it. His manager, Keith Conley, secured that. A lot of YouTubers, they, these niggas think they really move the needle because they have a whole bunch of other gibberish, non-pertinent people fucking with them. Like, bro, this game is deeper than what you think, man. And look what happened. Edgar got the fight. Edgar is all the way up right now. His stock has risen, literally has risen. He said, "I just found it funny, and people really believed it." Yo, man, YouTube is trash, Toe. YouTube is trash. If you invest into being a YouTube content boxing creator, you're moving in the wrong direction. You're moving in the wrong direction. You know how many guys I witnessed just crash out, investing trying to be a YouTuber, and they haven't gone nowhere in 3 years. Yo, in 3 years, right? 3 years. They invested in buying computers and soundboards and all this shit. They haven't gone nowhere. You should have took that same investment and invested in going to fights, invested in really trying to do something in boxing. Because coming online making content and shit is not it. That shit been dead, bro. That shit been dead. Like the guys that you looked up to that sold you that wolf ticket, they're not even popping right now, man. You see, Fanon had to come clean. It's like a civil war right now. All the L dudes, the L YouTubers, it's a civil war. Fanon, Showbiz, Blue. These are the guys that got the major numbers, the big audiences, the followers, the listeners. They're all set tripping on each other. Fanon is telling all the secrets how guys are buying views and all this shit. But everybody knew this. Blues on here calling the other dude a crackhead. All right. If that's the case, what's that say about y'all organization? If he's a crackhead and he gets high, he was part of your organization. So y'all been fucking with crackheads. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, man. That's a civil war right now, man. This shit is a joke, man. If you are a YouTube boxing content creator, this is what you're into. These guys don't go to no. These guys are doing fight parties, base parties, because you said the dude gets hot, so he's doing a fight base party, right? But this before he was part of y'all organization, man. So it's like y'all look weak right now, man. Since the man's not part of your organization, all of a sudden he's a dope fiend. He gets high, all this stuff. But he was a listen, he was a part of the organization. He went rogue, right? Because according to Fanon, this is what Fanon said. Bill Haney owns the name. He owns you guys. So when he started going against Bill Haney, he was outed out the crew, and now he's a crackhead, right? But what does that say about you guys? Because you know, prior to him dissing Bill or going against Bill and them, he was a part of your organization. If that makes any sense, man. But now he's a crackhead and all this. Just like, damn, man. This is what we're into. This is what we are into. But yes, I am closing in on my hour. I gave you guys a good hour tonight, man. I'm about to wrap it up, man. I wanna let Brownie Brown out, man. But Brownie's chilling, man. I think Brownie's happy that we're back home, man. He probably thought we left him, man. But like I said, my wife and my daughter on the side, they be like, they be doing Brownie dirty, man. They be doing Brownie dirty, man. You know. Oh, you didn't see the live, man. They said the singing OG is a crackhead, man. They said he's a crackhead, man. They said the singing OG is a crackhead, man. They said he gets high. That's what Blue was saying about the guy, man. They was all peoples, man. So that's why me personally, I can't really fuck with these guys. How y'all was fucking with that man, but he was getting high. You know, he was part of the crew, man. But then, once he went against the crew, he turned into G Money. G Money was getting high. G Money was CMB. He was CMB, man. Oh man. But yeah, now he gets high. You know, they going at Fanon and Blue. Fanon, they said Fanon is having nervous breakdowns again. You know, this shit turned into the Civil War, Told. This shit turned into the Civil War, aka loving hip hop of boxing. This shit, yo, and it's sad, right, Told? Because these are the guys that are the elite YouTube boxing guys, right? So just imagine the crabs at the bottom, the Forster beers. That's what I call them. These guys are the bottom of the barrel. They're the Forster beer. They are the old English, the Colt 45, the malt liquors. They're just done right now. Those channels with no type of motion that looked up to like the Blues and all these guys. They're online right now, right? And yeah, you see these guys. Yeah, they be online right now, right? These type of channels, right? That really was like trying to be like Blue and all these guys. Yeah, they're just done right now. They're so obsolete right now. And this boxer shit, it's like, damn, bro. Y'all was looking up to janky promotions, man. You know, y'all moving like the PBC. Y'all don't go to no fights. You don't have no real connection, right? You don't have no connections in this boxing shit, man. Y'all connections is other YouTubers, right? You hitting up YouTubers like, yo, what you gonna talk about today? You know, what are you gonna talk about? What did they say on Twitter? What's going on Twitter? What's going on Twitter? Yeah, shout out to Reggie. Reggie be killing them. He said he was on Reggie Owens live explaining all that now. I heard Blue was reading. Yeah, Blue did him dirty, man. That's what these guys do, man. That's what these guys do. Yeah, Blue kept all the old messages. When dude was saying he was begging or some shit, or he was telling Blue like, "Yo, you're the illest. I want to be like you," and all this shit. And Blue, you know that, yeah, Blue loves shit like that, man. But listen, I wish Blue would say my name, cause you know I got some blue blood stories. I got some blue blood stories, right? Say my name, Blue. Call me out. You know, I'm waiting for you to get your gym though. You still never got your gym. Cause I got some young killers. We're ready to come to your gym and put in some work. You know? I remember you doing your live stream then that you was gonna invest in the gym. You know? You know, we hit the gyms up. Me and my guys, we hit the gyms up. But he never got that gym, you know? He never got his gym. But I remember, you know, months back he was looking to buy a gym. Remember that? But now y'all don't remember that though. Y'all gotta go over here and check out Reggie. I gotta check out Reggie, man. Reggie really was killing these guys too, man. Reggie was killing them single handedly, man. You know, a lot of times, right? That's how respectfully, I knew them niggas was weak, bro, right? Because when it's one thorough ass dude on the internet, I seen guys like it always be one guy, right? Right? Because look, them niggas is a crew. Them niggas is a crash dummy crew, though, right? Whenever they go, whenever it's one like, I seen Reggie dismantle them niggas, right? I seen WCS. Like, one thorough dude could run through them, bro, right? And it'd be a pack of them niggas, right? Yeah, they be calling for backup, right? Yeah, that's how I knew they was weak, bro. But that shit starts at the top, right? Because, respectfully, their general was weak, man. 7 8 Sports moves like an online sucker, man. Like, dude be hiding. Like, come on, man. 7 8 been a ill content creator. You see, I gave him his flowers. I said he's an ill content creator, but he might have only popped off to, I don't know, a handful of events, right? Right. We ain't do that at, man. Like, what general, bro, is not out there on the front line? Like, how are you a general, right? We gotta really dissect this one day, right? Real generals, right? Official generals, real 5-star generals that are respected, right? Are moving like how Uncle Jay was, right? Did you see Uncle Jay out there in the community? He was in the hood. He was in the neighborhood, man. Like, and the people were going crazy over him because they know he came from there, right? These niggas be online generals, man. They don't even go to fights, man. Yeah, they don't even be at fights, man. Like, how are you a general, man? How are you, and niggas be on here like, man, I remember, so we talking about them in Blue. Remember when Blue got the deal, the alleged deal, he made it happen? He was copping a plea to do. I was like, ew. I was like, ew, man. How you copping a plea? Ain't you a grown ass man? You a grandfather, my nigga. Like, you want here, the general? You copping a plea? I'm like, ew. You niggas, you niggas is extra moist. Like, where they do that at, man? You copping a plea, my nigga. You somebody's father. Like, you got kids, my nigga. How you on the internet giving it up like that, man? Your kids is gonna see this shit, man. How's your daughters and your sons receiving that, man? They listening to you cop a plea to another man, right? But hey, what do I know, man? Listen, I've been rambling enough, man. I just like to come on and talk shit, man. But I'm gonna drop some more shorts for y'all, man. Since I talked a little bit of shit, I put out some real content for y'all, man. I'm gonna put out some real content, man. Maybe I'll release some more locker room footage, cause I did have the all access back room, locker room, the event center. So maybe I'll release some more of that sucker sauce, man. Shout out to Jihad. Wonderful, wonderful performance. Great year. Great year, man. Great 2024, man. Big things for 2025 in store for Jihad Tucker. Middleweight sensation right now. Man, he's looking good, man. 160. And 160 is wide open. Wide open for the taking. Wide open for the taking, man. And for all you guys thinking about coming up there, by all means, come. We're waiting. We're waiting. Some of you bigger names, you know. I know they was mentioning maybe Earl Spence. Oh, by all means, come, EJ. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Yeah, you had a loyal supporter. A guy, he was from Brooklyn, he said. He was from Brooklyn today. He was on my live earlier. He said, you are still the biggest. Man, so if that means you the biggest, man, we would love to dance with you. We would love to dance with you since you are the biggest. But I don't think you're the biggest anymore, man. I was trying to explain that to him. But you can't listen. When it comes to this boxing talk with certain individuals, you can't explain the shit to them. 'Cause I broke it down to him at the board too. I was showing him how, like, you're saying that Earl Spence is the biggest. If you are the biggest and you do all these things, and your company is in need of money, in need of people to put butts in the seat, they would have put you out. But they're not putting you out for over a year. You're not even on the schedule. That just lets me know that you're not the biggest. Because if you were the biggest, this is the business, and you sell tickets and you bring in the revenue, they're making sure you fight. The four of y'all that's in here, y'all understand that? Or do I need to dumb it down? Do I need to dumb it down? Right? Or y'all did y'all catch that? If I have to dumb it down, I could dumb it down. I could dumb it down. If I have to dumb that down, I'll dumb it down for y'all. But the young man came in my live and said that Earl Spence was the biggest. He puts butts in the seats. But yet they didn't give him one date. They didn't give him a date. But he puts butts in the seats. So a fighter that puts butts in the seats in a company that is in need of that, right? They did not put him up. So that just kind of kills that narrative, man. But this guy did not understand that. He did not catch that. I was like, damn, brother. I guess you really don't know the business. Guess you don't know the business. Because he's putting butts in the seats. And they only have 5 shows. They would need him. But, you can't talk logistics to YouTubers who are programmed off of narratives that don't add up. You can't talk logistics, right? You can't. That's like content creators with no motion that don't cover fights. But they got a marketing plan. These motherfuckers we have the marketing plan. They know how to move product. They know how to do all these things, but yet they don't have a product. They don't have a goods and services. YouTube boxing, man. Yo, I did this and I did. Yo, so why aren't you doing it? Why haven't you attempted to do it, man? You always have. Yeah, these guys used to kill me. They had a plan for Shakur. Yo, Shakur needs to do this. So why don't you draw up a plan for him and hit him up? Hit him up. Show him what you've done. Show him what you have done, right? Give me a second. I'm about to blow my nose, y'all. Yo, show him what you have done, right? And get at him. Don't sit online discussing what he needs to do, and you can't even show him what you have done. Yeah, man. Yo, I know you got a Reebok endorsement deal. Shit, I barely got 2 nickels to scratch, but I think you should do this. Yeah. Yo, all you guys that think Shakur should have did this and that, right? Shakur just got injured. Had he not got injured, he would have been on that card fighting for multi M's. He turned down a $15 million 5-fight. So that was $3 million guaranteed right there. I don't think you guys have been offered a $3,000 job, right? I'm talking to like these so-called independent contractor type of guy. Have you ever got a $3,000 offer to do a job, any type of job? I don't think so. But this is the guy that turned down $3 million a fight as a subcontractor. All right, because that's what you are as a fighter. You're like a contractor, subcontractor. But you got, these YouTubers with no motion. Like I said, probably never got a $3,000 job offer, a $3,000 contract for a job. But they're telling a fighter that say, yo, his value is worth more than $3 million a fight. What he needs to do, how he needs to market himself, how he needs to grow. I would sit here and watch this shit and laugh, right? 'Cause like I said, I have a research team now, and they would share me this shit like, yo, look what they saying about your people. I just be like, wow, how can they even say that? Look at the people that's saying these things. Like, they don't even. What do they do? They even question the moves that he's making. But you know why they did that? Because these are some of the same individuals that when Bud Crawford was asking to see the books, when Bud Crawford sat Earl Spence down, or he didn't sit him down, when they had the phone conversation, and he was like, yo, you don't know this, that, and the third. But these are the same ones that said Bud was dumb. He was negotiating in bad health and all this dumb shit. That Al Heyman, and I quote Jamel Charlo, shut up and take what we give you. Learn how to be a challenge or something. Some crazy shit. Look, when's the last time Jamel has fought? Right? These are all the guys I was telling, man, Crash Dummy Central, man. Crash Dummy Central, man. All right? But hey, what do I know, man? What do I know? I know I just came off arguably probably covering my best fight week. Literally, I'm telling you. And I did the least media work, but I got a lot of media stuff to put out. But the media work that I used to do, photography, interviews, I only did one interview this weekend. But like I said, I probably have my biggest fight week. Because if we go off of collective group as a unit, right? Because everybody plays an intricate part. I probably have my most productive, successful week, fight week. My daughter's catalog was crazy. Coach Shireen basically was the star, along with her big cousin Jihad. But then I also had Marley and Bam Bam and many others, right? And the transition was there. Did you guys see me walk out the tunnel, or you ignored that? Did you see that though? Did you see me at the end of the tunnel when Jihad was coming back? Right? Or you ignored that as well? Did you see me in the locker room? Or you ignored that? Well, maybe you see that because there's a picture of me. There's a picture. They photo. They got me in the picture. But did you see me? I put the content out for this for you guys. Did you see me when they was wrapping his hands? And I dropped the content for you for all you egg weight guys, showing you the commission with the gloves sealed, watching Mike Bezel. Yes, Magic Mike, I call him. Wrapping Jihad's hands. I'm gonna drop another video. I have the other video where the commission was like, you can't put the tape right there. Because this is what they do. But you guys were saying that main event fighters, pay-per-view fighters, wasn't getting this treatment. But yet undercard fighters, guys that's fighting on the undercard, have a commission inspector observing everything that they are doing. But yet main event fighters are being slipped A weights. And in Earl Spencer's case, his baby mother, he was arguing with her. She gave him some sort of a drink. How is this possible, man? How? How is this possible? I don't know, man. Maybe like I said, I don't know. Maybe I'm in the wrong business and I'm in the wrong locker rooms. I've been in the wrong locker rooms. But I could swear that, all the commissions, Oklahoma, Vegas, New York, Ohio, they all did it like this. But hey, what do I know? I could have sworn, man. I don't know. Maybe your content creator is telling you different. Hopefully, you can produce some of these receipts showing this, right? Maybe you can produce the receipts to show this. Because, I've been producing receipts. year after year after year. But these guys, all they can do is a thumbnail, a graphic design, shit like that. That's cool. But where are your receipts? Like the brother just mentioned, and the Toby mentioned how Blue had the receipts of the singing OG begging and the saying all these things. Where are your receipts to show that the commission, which I just told you is right there, allowed this to happen? You know, where's the receipts of that, man? Because you know, if you can produce that, man, damn, that's it. Game over, Yahtzee. But you guys can't produce these things, man, because you guys aren't in the field. Number one, and number two, you're not outside. You are online speculators, online crash dummies that got the YouTube boxing scene where it's at right now. Crash Dummy Central, just the love and hip hop scene. It's the love and hip hop scene. It's more set tripping, civil war, pettiness than actual boxing, business, content, growth, motion, and stats. And guys that produce those type of things, stats, motion, and growth, you want to ignore or think you're ignoring. But in all actuality, what you're doing is you're getting left behind. Now, by all means, please debunk my shit. And I'm going to drop another short showing some of this, what I'm talking about. Being in a locker room, watching them sign. Listen, the commission, this is why I tell you this, all that shit from the Tyson Fury Wilder shit to the Earl Spence shit that content creators were trying to report is so far-fetched and delusional, gibberish talk. Because after a fighter's hands are wrapped, and I have a video I'm going to show this, the commission inspector signs the wraps, saying that he watched it, the hands being wrapped, and that they are approved. Now, this probably definitely had to come into play after, and how many years ago was that? That was over a decade probably right now. Remember when Margarito, I'm trying to think of his first name, man. Somebody that's in here, you know what I'm talking about. When he damn near killed um the Puerto Rican assassin, I used to call him, Miguel Cotto. I think it was Margarito, right? Now, Margarito, they didn't watch his shits get wrapped. Also, what's the name shits got washed? Rest in peace. Nassim Richardson. And that was in New York. When Nassim Richardson, because he's another one that used to get the crazy rap. Felix Tito Trinidad. But rest in peace, Nassim Richardson caught that shit and was like, yo, nah. And, you know, this is why I say, where are you guys getting your information from? When it comes to hands being wrapped and all this, there's people there observing these things, bro. From the gloves being open. Shout out to WCS. WCS is in here. WCS was with us in Oklahoma. He probably has some of the content too. Because I remember telling WCS, yo, take a picture. When we was in Oklahoma and Jahaz's gloves was on the table, sealed. And we could not open the gloves because we was trying to glove up, but we could not open them till a commission inspector came in the room. And this is maybe about 2 years ago, right? He was an undercard fighter. So I'm saying to myself, damn, main event pay-per-view fighters aren't going through these type of procedures. How's that possible? If undercard fighters are doing these things. But that's all I just wanted to give you a little information before I close out, man. Everybody enjoy your Monday. Tomorrow's a big day, election day. Please vote by all means. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for, but vote, man. Vote, man. Vote, man. But this is the Source Experience, the news by Shana. Media, marketing, management, consulting services, goods and services, merchandise. The merchandise, as you've seen all over ESPN, serious inquiries only. If you have merchandise, right, and you want your merchandise on ESPN, please hit me up. Hit me up, man. But just have your funds right, have your budget right. Serious inquiries only, man. If you have a brand, right? If you have a brand and you want it displayed on ESPN, please hit me up, man. Hit me up, man. You got hats. You have see, I'm gonna tell you something. You guys, and certain guys, I'm not gonna throw your name out there, right? But you guys, I guess you guys don't respect me, right? Because you came at me sideways and wrong. If you have merchandise, I'm gonna say it again, right? And you want advertisement, right? Come correct. See, a lot of you guys were trying to give up your merchandise and think you're gonna get it worn just for the merch. Why would we do that? Right? When that's free marketing. Understand? I'm the media marketing agent. If you have something that you need marketed, come correct. See, you niggas is crash dummied out. A lot of y'all disrespected me. I'm like, you don't have nothing going on. What do you actually have going on? And you're disrespecting me. A plug, a bridge, a platform. And you have nothing going on. Absolutely nothing. You have no value. You bring nothing to the table. You're not an asset. But yet you're disrespecting somebody that not only is an asset, I bring goods, services. You're not even a liability. You're a crash dummy. But yet you have nothing to bring. Hopefully y'all caught that source, man. But serious inquiries only, man. You got products, merchandise y'all want, Rob? Hit me up, man. Serious inquiries only, though, man. If you're short with the cheese, maybe I'll work with you. But as far as like the media seminars, it's 1,700 now, man. I told y'all should have locked in before this fight day. Because I told you after this fight day, the shit that I'm dropping, it's 1,700, man. You see the access how I'm moving and grooving, the connections. It's 1,700, man. For the seminar, the media marketing seminar. But as far as like you got merchandise or something and you want it on the next fight date, come correct, man. You do have what? You do have options. This is the Source Experience. But hey, what do I know? You do have options. I holla.
Guys, and then again, it's been by then. Being loyal, God always bless people who are very loyal.
Yes. Salute, man. Once again, man, this is Jackal Fitness with the champ, Richard Comey. Havoc in the building as always.
We are in the hurt business.
Hey, you know the vibe.
It only takes for you to win once. You could lose 10 years in a row and you hit that right jug. Bam! That shit changed the goddamn game. And guess what? They gonna bow down. So I don't care how rough it's been on you. All you gotta do is hit once. pull off that one thing in the back of your mind, you pull that off, and guess what? They gon', oh, he a born winner. He did.
Yo, shout out to the Source Talk podcast. You already know the vibe. Jack and Fitness. This is Andrew.
Hey, you guys. A shout out to Sauce Talk podcast. You guys enjoy it. It's a good one.
This is your boy Jamel Simplified Herring, and I'm with the best in the world, the best from Long Island, the Sauce Talk podcast. Hey, we doing big things. Shout out to everybody out there in LI as well. Simplified, salute.
Yes, you know the vibe. Setting it up, coach. All right, let your heart go now. Let your heart go.
Hey guys, this is Tiana Tumo-Helora. I'm a top-rated knockout, and I want to give a shout out to Sauce Talk Podcast.
Thank you. You know the vibes.